All right, Judge, next is page 30. Savage, come on up.
That's no condition on language.
Is it no bond condition?
No, we can just go. Good morning, Ms. Savage. Ma'am, you were charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Any witness to the defendant are in a dating relationship, share children, and live in the same household. On 12/22, officers were dispatched to an AFM call in Harris County, Texas. Officers met with the complaining witness who stated he and the defendant were arguing about him losing his job and the defendant speaking to her ex-boyfriend. The complaining witness threw the defendant's phone on the ground and punched the bedroom wall twice. The defendant began to talk down to the complainant and tell him to leave. The complaining witness stated the defendant then grabbed a butter knife and charged him, and he grabbed her torso. The complainant stated that while trying to lay the defendant on the ground, she bit his left shoulder for about 20 seconds, causing pain. Defendant stated she did bite complainant, but did not charge with the butter knife. Officers noticed a deep bloody bite on the left shoulder, as well as other bite marks on the left arm.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward. Do we know if the complaining witness wants to go forward or what's that contact or not?
The DVD case, Judge, it doesn't look like they've been able to get in contact with the complainant yet.
Ms. Savage, there is a protective order that's been issued in this case. I would get to know it. If you violate that protective order, the state can and will file additional cases against you, violation of a protective order. It's one of the worst cases that you can pick up. I do not know if the complaining witness wants to have contact with you. So until I know that, I'm barring you from having contact with him. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
If you do, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you, man. How old are you?
21.
What do you do for a living?
I work in office.
And so you're currently employed?
Due to this situation, no.
Okay. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, man? Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer? Do you want a court-appointed lawyer, man? Okay. I have an application on file already. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We're going to have you take your seat in the jury box. If you can file no contact, no weapons, don't have any contact with this person, don't be in possession of any weapons. Do you understand? If you violate this, you will end up going to jail, all right? Please.
Right this way. Go ahead and sign for your reset. Judge, the last one is a Spanish speaker who I texted the interpreter. Did you want to start with the THA? All right, first one is page 8. Drew, come on up.
Mr. Drew, do you have a lawyer today?
Yes, sir. I have bad months, barely making rent, so I need a lawyer.
Are you working?
I am working. It's the holidays and I remodel homes and I barely got 10 days this month.
All right, I'll have you fill out an application to see whether you
Changed
qualify.
after the new year greatly, but I mean,
I need to know whether you qualify or not. I need to know everything about you, what kind of car you drive, if you own a house, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs. I need to know how much money you have in the bank, and I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. Don't leave anything blank, otherwise I'm going to send it right back to you.
yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Stephen, if you don't mind.
Right this way. Go ahead and sign for your reset.
Okay.
Next one, Judge, is page 6. Daniel, come on up. Go ahead and sign for your reset. Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Morning, Mr. Daniels. Do you have a lawyer today?
So
Tell me what you're doing about that.
I'm trying to get one, I get a reset so you can have one. I have.
Okay. If you want more time, we'll give it to you. All right. If you want to head on over to Victoria, we'll have you sign a reset and we'll get you out of here.
All right, the next one, Judge, is page 9. Mayor, come on up.
Can you run his license, please, to see if it's eligible or ineligible on A-Mayor? Good morning, Mr. A-Mayor. Do you have a lawyer today? You have a lawyer? Who is it? Okay, so why don't you just take a seat and we'll wait for this person to get here, okay?
All right, Judge, next is page 9. Is Guerra Edwin? Come on
His
up.
license is eligible, Judge.
It is, no, okay.
That's it.
Sir,
Morning. Hey, but I need a little bit of fun that. I started working like 2 weeks ago.
you do?
84 lumber company on Fleischer by Conroe.
How much money are you making a month?
Well, I'm gonna get my first paycheck.
I'm about to get my first paycheck. Okay, how much money are you making a month?
Like $17.50 an hour.
Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, sir?
Huh?
Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, or did you want to go hire someone?
I want to hire somebody.
Okay, we'll give you a little bit more time.
Thank you.
You got it.
This way. Next one, Judge, is page 11. Flores Enrique, come on up. Grimaldo? Mr. Grimaldo?
Morning, Honor.
Morning, Mr. Flores. Do you have a lawyer today?
Long story short, I thought I could afford one. I can't. I want to sign up for the point, and I'm sure I will qualify.
Are you working?
I'm working. Tomorrow I get my first check, and I finally get my internet, so I can get this damn thing, the ankle monitor registered every day instead of like every other week.
Thanks.
Complete restriction.
How much money are you making a month?
Right now it varies because I'm by day, but off the top of my head, maybe 500-600 bucks.
All right, I'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look. I need to know everything about you. Don't leave anything blank. I'll see whether you qualify.
Okay.
Judge? May
Hi,
I-
Shreya.
Hi, can I approach on Edward Powell?
Of course.
He is a jail case. It looks like he picked up a couple cases from Christmas, and so I wanted to approach in the bond.
Where is he?
In custody,
Oh, they picked him up.
yes.
Oh, man.
And Judge, who is this?
Otter.
Powell.
I'm sorry, Powell. The new cases are not the ones from there.
No.
He picked up 2 new
Yes,
cases.
he picked up new cases.
Right. Remember, this is the gentleman that we got. He got really upset because one of the lawyers didn't appear, made statements, and nothing ever happened with that. But now he's picked up 2 new cases.
Yes, it was the terroristic threat and the criminal trespass.
Have you been able to speak with him, Shreya?
Haven't, I tried calling back there. I think it's just been busy today.
See if she wants to try to call right now.
You want to try to call now? You want me to ring him out?
No, how about I try to call him and then I'll pop back in or I'll message when I'm done.
All right.
That'd be
Do
good.
that, and then when you're ready, let me know.
Thanks, Judge.
Of course. Hey, you want me to go to court 3 now?
So they were requesting to come 10:30. Because the docket attorney for the license is supposed to get there at 10:30. However, for 9 was asked to be by also 10:30. So I told that to her, and she said, just in case the attorney was late, tell them to come to us after court
So go to court 9.
at 10:30.
Judge, I spoke to Mr. Powell in the back. I'm thinking that I am going to waive a bail hearing. However, do you want to bring him out and admonish him because I can't get a straight answer on waiving a bail hearing? Or I can just request one and you can,
No, let's bring him out.
Okay. And then I did do a competency request, and since we were doing the mental health PTI, I got him released, sent him to the diversion center. It looks like that wasn't quite effective. And so if his bond stays as is, I can contact Helena to do the
Well, hold on. Hold on. I don't know anything about where was the trespass? Where was the terroristic threat? Well, hold on. Let's do it with him out here so he can hear it.
okay.
But I don't know anything about the new cases. And, if it was at the facility where he was supposed to be, is it a good idea to have him go back?
It does look like it was at a church.
Mr. Dixon.
At a church?
Trinity Lutheran.
What? That sucks. It sucks.
Thank you.
Nice outfit, Judge.
Mr. Powell?
Oh, this makes sense. Step on the forward.
Are you sure? It looks different.
He does.
You shaved the beard.
Yes, sir.
You look so much younger. Really? Hi, Mr. Powell. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Unfortunately, in these circumstances, we had you go to the facility at the Ed Emmett.
The jail diversion.
Right, but
I've been there before and I completed it. I've been
So-
there back in, I want to say, 2022, and from the court number 4. And I stayed there 14 days, and they sent me to a church program, and I didn't like it. I don't believe in God. I know who created me. I don't have to believe in God because I know who created me, and I don't want to disrespect you by telling you that.
well, let's hold on, because I don't know what happened on the new cases. So give me a second. Let me have them read out what happened on the new cases so we can see how to go forward, because I don't even know where the new cases happened.
On December 25th, officers were dispatched to a trespasser call at Trinity Lutheran Church in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, officers observed the defendant sitting on the steps of the church, screaming obscenities and causing a disturbance. Complaining witness, a security guard employed by the church, advised officers that the defendant came to the church asking for food, and the complaining witness informed the defendant they were not giving out food that day and directed him to 2 nearby locations instead. Defendant became belligerent. Complainant stated the defendant threatened him, stating, "I see you don't have a gun, so if you fight, I'm going to kill you." As the defendant was threatening complaining witness, defendant was moving towards him in a fighting stance, causing complainant to feel fear of imminent danger. Complainant stated he told defendant 3 times to leave the location, but defendant refused.
What would you like to do, Shreya?
Well, Judge, my understanding from speaking with Mr. Powell right now is that he's okay keeping the bail as is. And so he's waiving a bail hearing. Is that right, Mr. Powell? I just want to make sure.
No, that's wrong.
Do you want to go back to the Ed Emmett place?
Yes, sir.
You want to try to see?
Medication. So I can get my medication.
You-
Because,
But it doesn't matter. I just want to know if you want to do that.
yes, sir.
We can try to make it work.
Yes, sir.
Is that
Okay.
something we can do?
So a couple things. To do that, we would have to go through Brad Morse for the mental health, see if Brad even wants to offer that. Then I'd have to get a PR bond with the condition that he gets released there again.
Sure.
And so Sort
Do
of
you know how long that program is, Shreya?
So Judge, it actually could be 10 minutes or it could be 2 weeks. It just depends on the nature of how long they decide to keep him there. It looks like this time they kept him from the 18th until Christmas. I believe he was released on the Christmas Eve. And then this case occurred Christmas morning at about like 7 or 8 a.m.
Okay, so let's see if we can try to make it work. I need a little bit of time.
You know what? The devil created me and I know that devil.
I don't believe that for a second.
Trespassing my creation, my creator's creation. So fuck you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Try to see if we can make it work.
Yes,
Okay, reach out to Brad. And you know, if that, I think we may need something even more intensive, longer lasting. So
Yes,
reach
I
out to
agree.
Brad, see if there's something more intensive and longer lasting. And then I guess today's Monday, you want to set it for maybe Thursday?
Yes. Is that the second, Judge?
Yeah. You
Yes.
okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
I'll reach out to him right now and I'll get on it.
And then I'll find PC on both of the things.
Okay.
So,
All right. Thank you, Judge.
thanks, Rhea. Okay, who do we have this? Washington?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Coming up, Mr. Washington.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Washington, you're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You just had that one case. Looks like you guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 80 days in jail with credit for the 42 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You also need to understand that if you pick up another one of these cases, you may be very well facing a felony charge, years instead of days. You understand? So you got to be careful. You pick up another one, you could be looking at a ton of more time. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, there's no going back and changing this. This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the offense? Are you guilty or not guilty?
I did it, so I got to plead guilty to it.
All right, I'll find you guilty, send you the agreement. If it's enhanced, it's got to be abandoned. And good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Mr. D.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Hi.
She's not at work today.
Back on Michael Carballo, and he was accepted into the program. Yes, so if we may just have a normal reset so we can do whatever he needs.
But it's old. It's 204 days. So we need him to still do a TRAS.
He already did that.
Okay, so great. So all we'll do is we'll set you for 2.5 weeks for you guys to get the interlock contract and all that stuff. All right, thanks. Yes. Hi, Elaine. How are you? How was your holiday? Good? Great.
I'm approaching on, last name is B-E-U-B-R.
Yes.
It's, the state has offered a, PTI on this, and I came in the last setting, his counsel withdrew. And so I came in on that he wants to do the PTI,
Okay.
and so he needs to complete the application and start the process, so I'll get the application in.
Is he here now?
Yeah, he's here.
You want to do the TRAS now since he's here?
That's fine.
I mean, is there anything that you think you would bar entry?
No, I don't think so. It was a .13 and
The prior?
no.
Yeah, so might as well since he's here, and then what we can do is see if he has everything done, the next time we'll waive the appearance. That way you
Okay.
don't have to waste your time here.
Okay, I will do that. Do you know who's gonna be over it or handle it now since I heard Nathan was, okay, no worries.
Hold on a second.
I mean, I'm still getting emails, so. Well, how you doing? Good morning.
Who's the new misdemeanor chief that's coming in?
She's from Montgomery County. That's all I remember.
No, I thought she's now a different division.
The last I was told, we have somebody coming in from MoCo to do
Yes.
misdemeanor. I can see her name. I'm assuming she's gonna be okay.
Who was it that they said was gonna be?
It is. Tiana Sanford is her name?
There's someone else though who's below her. That's the division chief, I think. I thought she was higher up.
So she's the bureau chief of misdemeanor now.
Right, and then there's a division chief.
Well, I believe Bernadette Haby, but I don't know if she's staying in I have no idea what's happening actually at all.
She's sweet. I like her.
She's the next person below Caroline right now though, so,
Oh, you mean currently now?
yes,
Okay, but
for right now, but
For
I
right
don't know
now,
about
okay.
in,
I don't know,
I
Elena,
have no idea.
really.
okay, sorry. They don't tell us anything.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, but and I don't, I don't know what all changes, if any, are coming as well.
Okay, probably not soon, because they gotta kind of, so, that's fine.
Whatever you need.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Council for recess?
Hey, I'm going to 10.
Oh, okay. No, is it 10? Yes. Yes, please.
1 hour later.
Connie Williams. You know Connie, he's great. He's African American. Journey, great guy.
Would I have known if I saw his face?
Yeah, I'm sure you have. Hi, ready? Hey.
Here today?
Hey. Connie Williams, that's the one. Connie Williams? Yeah. Okay,
Hudlow, Hudlow,
okay.
Through the classes, just 30 days or 45 days.
We said, what were we doing on Hudlow? I can't remember.
Page 17?
Yeah, I got it. But I thought we were doing day for day because he was
Not day for day, day for day.
Because he was supposed to get the stuff done.
Yeah, so what happened was there was some additional new information that was given to the DAs, and the chief reconsidered it and offered PTI today. Otherwise, we'd have gone the other one, but they did look at the information that we gave them, and it did make a difference, and that's what it was.
So what are you offering in the case?
Effective decision-making, 4-hour anger management class, 30 hours of community service, and no harassing, threatening, or abusive contact with the complainant, all to be done within 30 days.
So it's a 30-day PTI?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right. So it's a 30-day PTI. If he doesn't have it done, it gets immediately set for trial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, okay,
Appreciate it, and appreciate the court's understanding on that case.
sure. So we need him to sign the contract and
He signed
everything
it
today, though. He did?
We
Okay,
already signed and we gave it to the, I think they've already uploaded it.
okay.
Well, we're
Joe.
waiting for your approval, obviously. Cesar Hernandez is my second case here. He's a DWI case.
Okay,
He's on the docket today. Your Honor, we're working on the PTI mitigation packet, but
been working on it since October. We're now
we have the
beginning,
PTI contract, but I think it was needed additional information. Wanted some additional character letters apparently that were not provided initially. And I talked to the client here and he said he'd get on that. I told him we're not gonna give him much time to do that. He's right, he's on the.
Mr. Hernandez, come up.
Nathan emailed, is this the same one? Same
Cesar Hernandez.
No, never mind. This is a
232 days. He's been working on it since October. How much does he still need to do?
I'm trying to figure that out, Judge.
My understanding of the letters, at least, there were some letters additional letters that he wanted. The PTI, the application, everything was processed and other matters.
Why do they always send you for these types of issues, Joe? You always get the brunt of these cases. You know what I mean?
I'm starting to find that out, Your Honor. I'm gonna petition for Ralph Martinez to come at times.
Yeah.
But I did admonish our client to.
It's got until Thursday to get every single letter. If you don't, I'm setting your case for trial on Thursday.
That's
Do you understand? You have no more time.
I appreciate you.
Take a seat. Thursday. That's it.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Every single document must be done. Otherwise, I'm setting it for trial and I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to accept a reset for a year. I won't do it, you know?
Understand. Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, that was monthly?
No, this Thursday.
Oh, this Thursday.
Okay. Tony, how are you, man?
Good, thank you. Later birthday, I understand. What'd you turn, 41?
That's cute. It's like I have hair.
I know
Let me
you're
do
real
the same now.
busy, so I'm not gonna take much of your time. We have two cases, Judge.
Okay.
On Montoya Carrasco, first name Franklin, I just got appointed.
Are these in custody or on bond? Okay, so Carrasco,
To make it easy for you, he's got an immigration hold.
Okay, sorry, I was making out. Which one are we starting with?
Montoya.
Montoya.
That's the easier one.
Yes.
wait, we're talking about, okay, Montoya.
Cause number,
I got it. So it looks like she's got an ice hold, huh?
yes, Your Honor.
So whatever you want.
I need some time.
Of course.
I understand they told me 10.
However much time you need.
Okay, all righty.
Who's two?
This is assigned to, wait, sorry, what was your question, Judge?
A little bit over a month.
No. You said you have a second person, right?
Second one, okay.
Who's the second one? I don't care, however much time.
Okay. The other one is a unusual case. It's the first case I've ever had in my life. Last name is Orellana Carranza.
We're gonna reset that one.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
What's so unusual?
One of them is for, that one for bail hearing, Judge. I don't know if you got the paperwork.
No, not yet, but, so it looks like this gentleman also has an ice hold as well. So whatever you want, however much time you need, it's whatever you want.
Okay.
Just,
And I got 30 days for him, but
Okay, sure.
I needed a bail, lowered bail. The bail is 2,501. He has no criminal record. The harassment between you and I, he allegedly threatened the so-called supposedly owner of a dog, that he was gonna kill the dog. First case I've had that, and I could understand the argument that they're trying to make that the dog.
so
is
you
the
tell me it's a
person's property.
harassment of a dog.
Yes, now unless the dog is gonna come in and testify.
Judge, it's a little, Judge, it's a little. The harassment
Unless you
is
wanna do
based
PC
on
again.
him
Never a dull
threatening to
moment.
kill the
Yeah, I
dog.
mean,
So it's based on the felony of cruelty, animal cruelty.
but it's not animal cruelty in the sense because
He also,
he didn't, it's not his dog.
Is
He
it
didn't
alleged?
mistreat the dog.
he also threatened to kill the complainant's grandmother and her boss. Like, there's more to it, Judge, than
Well,
just the dog.
If they did that, I'm certain that the prosecutor's office would file assault charges.
Oh,
or
no, harassment.
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 Harassment is because of the dog.
Well, that may be the initial, like, let's say it's a dog that barking out of freaking control, like my neighbor's dog. It drives me up the freaking wall, right? But I don't go over there and I do anything about it.
So you don't want to admit it, huh? Right here, but
Is that what happened here?
that's what they said.
Judge,
Incessant barking?
we already added an eval for it. We're already gonna look at this case. We're gonna look into it.
What I want is that they dismiss it. First of all,
Oh, I
they
see.
the ownership of the dog. They have to, by law, have to register the dog, they have to chip them. And I follow those rules, Judge. I never violate the law. I don't want to be coming in front of you and say, please, Judge, give me the bird, please. I won't do it again.
So,
So,
look,
okay.
however much time you want, if you want to set it a week or 2 weeks, there's an ice hold, so there's really nothing that we
Yeah,
can.
I'm waiting the bill here.
Okay, whatever you want, Tony, you got it. Just- The only thing I'm gonna ask is if they are able to bond out, like they get an immigration bond,
Yeah, I'll let
please
you-
let them know they gotta come here so that we can do conditions so that they don't.
So are you saying you're willing to give them a PR bond?
Well, I don't know. Because if we do that now, they might get shipped off to immigration and that's gonna put like a 3-month halt on everything. It's up to you,
They're carrying
but be
judge.
careful what you wish for, as they say.
Judge,
You know what I'm
and I have not
So-
asked for bail certain individuals, but I think maybe it's appropriate for him to at very least consider the PR bond or maybe $100 secure bond.
You tell me. But don't, take your time. You don't need to do it now. Just let me know.
Well, let's do $100. If push comes to shove, if he really wants to.
Well, here's the thing. So on this gentleman, on Oriana, he took off on us. So
No,
we did
no,
give him,
no, no. It was the other guy, Montoya. But he's been to immigration. He's already
Well,
been to immigration.
technically, yeah, he did take off for about
Both
a
of them
month and a
take
half.
off on us. And we
That's
got back
because
in
that's
custody.
because he had a pending case. He's been
Oh.
in custody.
He's an immigration. That's,
And these are-
yeah. Okay.
So
Did it-
it's Ariana, the older one, but we've got so many discoveries to go. So I'll tell
Oh, okay.
Victoria. On the Oriana, if you would consider at least $100. He doesn't have a criminal record.
We're just
They
gonna,
charge him with, what I think, I have 2 dogs, by the way.
Judge,
The next door dog keeps on barking.
But it looks like we gave him a GOB and he took off. Right? He took off and then he got
I'm sure
rearrested.
The prosecutor will tell you that he was in another county, Fairfield.
we're,
County.
Let me
we're
do
looking,
this.
we're looking
Time
at
is getting
that.
long.
I don't see any other charges or,
And he's been in immigration. They lifted.
but
the
why was
hold.
he in immigration?
He wants $100 bond.
So, I mean, Judge, the state would be against reducing the bond just because.
If
it does seem like-
if he was given a GOB and he took off and we had to rearrest him and get him back, I'm not giving him a $100 bond.
They transferred him directly.
Show me and then I'll give you the $100 bond.
Would you allow us to just, I would like to look into this case, just his criminal history a little bit, because I don't know about Oneida County, so.
I don't know. You do the research.
Either way, Judge, he does seem like he's a community risk.
Okay, you're talking about which one? Oriana?
Oh, whoever you want.
Okay, Oriana's the one I want to bail.
Done.
The other guy, I waived
Got
for a
it.
lot of reasons.
Okay.
But Oriana, I gotta figure out whether he was transferred from immigration to here, because they lifted.
Look with Trey. Trey can tell you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Now be excused or?
Tony, always a pleasure.
He
You
showed
never
us,
volunteer. You tell me not to volunteer.
he showed us pictures of his dogs. They're very cute.
As long as they don't
But I got the
incessantly bark.
dogs next door, 2 of them, at 3 o'clock in the morning, they start barking.
Yes.
Who do we have here?
This is Ms. Holman and Ms.
Okay.
Strong is representing also Ms. Diaz. They both for pleas.
Right. Good morning, Ms. Holman.
How are you doing, Your Honor?
And you were charged with theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine because of the amount. You guys have worked out an agreement where on your case, they're offering you 8 days in jail with credit for the 8 days that you've done. Good morning, Mr. Madrano. You speak English?
Yes, sir. But my last name is Diaz.
This is Diaz here.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Both of you guys are giving up a lot of rights by entering into the agreement that you guys have now. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you guys are not citizens, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization, you give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You can never take it off. Is this what you want to do, Ms. Holman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Like I said, you're charged with the theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. The thing that you need to understand, ma'am, is that this is an enhanceable offense, meaning that if you continue to pick these up, at some point they will charge you with a felony and you're looking at days instead of years.
Yes, Your Honor.
8 days in jail, credit for the 8 days that you've done. Is this what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense of theft? Guilty?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
I will find you guilty, sentence you to 8 days in jail, give you credit for the 8. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Diaz, you are charged with criminal trespass. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 27 days in jail, credit for the 9 days that you've done. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I'll send you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you. If either are enhanced, needs to be abandoned, please.
And Judge, when CC to go?
Please, always on jail costs, always. Okay, counsel, come on up.
This is an off docket. Tell me when you're ready for the case number.
Tell me.
254-3247, Daniel Arevalo. This is a case of an ounce of prevention, hopefully is better than a pound of cure. I got on the case after he'd already appeared in court and got his bond conditions. He has random urinalysis. He travels a lot.
What does he do for
September, 7 days, 18 days in October, 21 days in November, what I would propose.
What does he do for work?
Construction, and would you like for him to?
Sure.
Come on up.
So this is what we normally do when they get called upon. They have to go to a Quest Diagnostics wherever they are. Quest is all over the country, and they need to test at a Quest because it's a reputable lab.
I mean, we're talking Montana and Wyoming at times. What I was going to suggest is, could he call pretrial on Monday and give them his schedule and take a portable breath device?
I'm okay with that. Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
That way they can work.
I'm happy to do it.
Schedule.
Yep.
And it's a DWI, so we're making sure he doesn't.
Done.
Okay.
Sounds good with me.
I'll let with pretrial know.
Yeah,
So portable, no more mandatories, correct?
correct. Waive the fee. Are you ready?
Yes.
It's 254-3247. Okay, good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, guys.
Like I
Take care.
say, ounce of prevention.
Mr. Sims, come on.
Judge, I have Kelly Savage, who I got appointed to today. The state has confirmed that there is a new address for the complainant, and so we have an amended MOAB for you,
Okay,
just for your signature, Judge. And we're gonna get her to sign it as well. You want her to come up, Judge?
no,
Okay.
no, you're
Just have her
good.
sign it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Of course, thanks, Mr. Sims.
Hey,
Runcie,
Judge, how are you?
did everything work out with the case from last week?
He's here because we have a motion to amend bond conditions, and then I guess he needs to sign the.
I waived the signature.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I told them I waived it so that he wouldn't have to come down here.
Well, we're here.
Okay, just whatever you need, God.
Mind signing the motion since
Of
we are.
course.
I worked hard on getting that together.
Come on, man.
So I just need to have him wait for pretrial, and then he can go over the 49. Thank you, Judge. Appreciate
Absolutely,
it.
for sure. All right, hi, counsel, coming up. LaKayla, I'll hit you up next.
I'm here for Eric Ramirez.
Okay,
I'm approaching on his bond condition.
shh. Who's your client?
Eric Ramirez.
Oh, that's the client for Eric Ramirez. I thought you meant you were appearing for an Eric. Okay, tell me,
So I'm approaching on his bond conditions.
did he just get out of jail?
He did not just get out of jail. However, he still does have the bond conditions that were set by the magistrate. He had his felony dismissed recently.
Okay, come up, Eric Ramirez. So it looks like he had a UUMV that was dismissed last week, and then in October, we have the terroristic threat here. What happened in the terroristic threat, Morgan, please?
So in the terroristic threat, the complainant and the defendant are in a dating relationship. The complainant told the officers that her and the defendant had gotten into an argument, and the defendant stated,
Give me a second. Okay,
the defendant stated, "I'm going to kill you." He then told her, "I'm going to have someone kill you." And the complainant stated she believes the defendant's threats were credible. And I believe the bond conditions was just no contact. There was a MOAB put in place, and then no drugs or alcohol, because there were allegations of alcohol use in the offense report.
what would you like, counsel?
Yeah, so I would just ask the court to revisit the no alcohol condition. In the sworn PC statement, there's no allegation of alcohol use. There is a statement in the OR, but there's no sworn statement for the court to make the finding that alcohol was a factor.
I mean, I can still, even if it's not in there, I can still add as a condition of bond that I don't want him drinking. How old are you, sir? Okay, tell me about the allegation. Normally, when I have a case like this where there's a threat, where there's an assault, where there's something of this nature, and there's either an alcohol, drug, anything like this, I usually do it as a condition that they can't. So Morgan, tell me about, is there something with regards to alcohol?
It was just when the officers arrived and they were speaking to the defendant, they believed that he was intoxicated. I think they noted in the offense report, there was a strong odor of alcohol coming from his person. And I think that's the only allegation of alcohol.
Okay, that's why I did it, because when they get there, they allegedly either see him in some kind of state. And what I want to do is I do it as an effort to prevent any future thing from happening. Do you understand? Dude, if you're sick, we're going to have you go. Are you feeling under the weather?
It's just a cause of cold.
Get out. Like, come on, go.
That's why I gave him.
Okay, I'm not prepared to take it off at this time. Perhaps later on, if he's behaving well, we can reapproach, but at this time, I'm not ready yet. It's only been, what, 60 days, give or take? So, okay, come back. If he's behaved well, then I'll take it off a little bit later, all right? Yes, sir. Please.
New events on Mr. Oriana Carranza.
Okay,
There was a hold on INS Olden, November 11th. He was sent directly to immigration. The court date that was given was November 18. The,
okay, Tony, did he get sent to immigration?
yeah, he got to immigration.
And now he's back.
Now he's back because they lifted the hold and put another hold of December 27th. They transferred him here,
Right.
which is kind of unusual. Usually they keep him until.
No, it's.
I know it varies, I understand. But, so November 11th, there was a place of hold. He had a court date on November 18th. He was in immigration. They brought him back here. They put another hold on December 27th. So during the time period that we're talking about, we missed his court date, he was in immigration.
So what do you want?
Just give him a lower bond. Just so I did my work.
I understand. If you want it, I will. But if he posts that.
Then take him back. Maybe, unless I
I want
look
to
at the
take care of
case.
the case first, because if they take him, I'm gonna end up issuing a warrant.
I said, that's why I want a $100 bond, to show that I don't think he's gonna make $100. But it's
Morgan.
from 2,500.
We'll just defer to the court on
Yeah,
this
all
matter.
right, I'll set it at $100, Tony, but remember, at $100, is that what you want? But remember, if he makes that bond and they send an immigration, that's gonna tack on another 3 months.
That's why I didn't argue on the other case, because you can't make it even if you put $1,
Got it,
unless
okay.
I contribute to him.
Judge,
I don't know.
regarding the signature for the.
Thank you, thank you.
No, I'm setting it $100, I'm not giving him a PR bond. Okay, come on.
Luis, Rapocha, this
Yes,
is
sir. Come on in.
Mr. Madrano, Your Honor. Good morning, Judge.
Are we doing a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, now, Mr. Medrano, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense, you were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 30 days in jail with credit for the 12 days that you've done. It looks like the state is moving to reduce it to a DWI first. Mr. Medrano, what you need to understand, 1 and 1 make 2. 2 and 1 make 3. So the next time you pick a DWI, it will be a third, and you will be looking at a felony charge, a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. Do you understand? If I were you, I wouldn't get in the car even if you've had a sip of alcohol, because you were taking a humongous risk. Do you understand? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record and you can never take it off. Do you understand?
Yes.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated, guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I'm going to suspend your ability to drive for 1 year. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck, sir. You can waive the fee and then the surcharge, which is $6,000, so $6,000 plus whatever the court cost is to waive.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thanks. Hey,
How you doing, Judge? Happy
It
birthday.
is. How are you? Good to see you.
Albert, say hello too. Yeah, please say.
Up for me.
I will.
Love me some Albert.
I have one client on the docket, Your Honor. It's a fugitive warrant. Last name is Huang. First name is Wei, Wei.
Yes, that's okay.
Yes, the state had dismissed it.
Council wanted to bring it to your attention so that the
That way
order
you
is
can
signed
sign it.
more expeditiously so he can be free.
You file a nollie?
Yes, Judge.
Done. All right, I'll sign it right now. Let me find it.
Judge, there's also some nollies for court 6 you can sign.
Yes. Where is it?
30-50 days, Judge.
What's that?
30-50.
50, yeah. Unbelievable.
Congrats.
Thanks.
60 is next couple months.
I don't see it. Did I already sign it by chance? Do you see it? Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay, got it. All right, it's done. Signed. All right, good luck. Is he here now? You gonna talk, have you talked to him yet?
That's why he was trying to get him released today instead of the processing for tomorrow morning.
Got it. All right, done.
I greatly appreciate it.
Good job.
Thanks, Mr. Kim.
Robert.
Oh, Judge, how you doing?
Hey, bud, what's new?
Sorry, I have Francisco Salgado Rodriguez. I think it's in Rodriguez. It's a THA setting. We were hired on it.
Okay.
It was a 2B warrant, and then I think second setting for us. I mean, first setting for us.
This is Rodriguez. It's Francisco Rodriguez that we'll be talking about. It's a tampering.
And he's there in the courtroom, Judge.
We'll just get you a new date, huh?
Any date's fine, Judge. Just he's there somewhere.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Give me a second. No, I got to get you a date, Robert.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well,
Just Vic's on the phone.
That's what I was looking at. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, Christian?
Top of 27. We just need a date.
All right, how's February 11th through the 13th?
Whatever Wednesday that is that the 12th probably? Or?
Wednesday, the 12th? Got
The
it.
12th. That's what you
fine,
want?
Judge. Yes, that's fine.
All right, you got it. We'll have him sign it and we'll have him, we'll release him.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, man, have fun.
Bye. You too.
Bye.
Rodriguez, Francisco? Page 11, I don't know if he made it back. Foster? He's a BBR.
Come up, Mr. Foster.
You sent him home with a financial affidavit.
What's the bond violation?
It's a new law violation, I believe.
Oh, he picked up a new case? You are on bond for a case with us, and you've now picked up a new case. Your bond now gets revoked. It goes with you. No, sir. And we'll appoint him a lawyer today.
Relax your hands.
Come on in. You ready?
Judge,
Hey, good morning.
Judge, this case, I noticed the guy's already gone, so you may have already addressed this. It's Mr. Foster, Tristan.
Oh, he's right back. We just took him back.
Took him in the back?
He picked up a felony.
Well, I'm on the felony, so I would ask if he would not be put on there because he's just on, he's gonna.
Wait, did you get appointed on the felony
I
case?
did get appointed on the felony. So I was actually coming here to ask if I could be appointed on these. for, you know,
He,
so I can.
we have to do it through the MAC, but let me make sure that they're kosher with it, and if they
Right,
are,
right, right.
absolutely, of course.
Okay,
Yes.
and did you give him a bond?
5,002.
That's a lot. That's about.
No, you know what? Let me tell you, Ruben, I've had a lot of problems with Mr. Foster, his attitude, the way he acts with us. You know, he's not been a very,
I understand.
you know, we'll talk with him and let's see, but I'm going to be very hard pressed the way that he's acted, you know. Did he come back with the affidavit?
I'm not sure.
Do you know?
When I tried to ask earlier, he was still in felony, so. he wasn't.
Okay, I
He
guess.
told me he had filled it out already before, because he
Do you
checked in
mind
and then he
asking,
had to
do
go
you
out.
mind asking me to see if he hasn't?
Sure.
Because I asked him to fill out an affidavit because I want to know what he's, you know. I guess we need to appoint someone regardless.
I did, I'm waiting on.
Will, you think it'll populate for Ruben?
Well, if you ask, then that's when I'll put it.
Okay, then yeah. Ruben,
But either way, I can talk
we
to him.
will, we will. We'll ask. Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is, page 19, Macero.
Uh.
He's here, we sent him home with a financial indicators, but he said Spanish.
Did you get the affidavit?
There was nobody here to ask, like, do the Spanish.
All right, I'll call him up. Ruben,
He did not, Your Honor.
okay. He didn't do it?
No, he said that, he was gonna do it when he got back, but then I guess he had to come in front of you and get in the custody.
Okay, so just, we'll appoint you, don't worry about it. We'll request you, hopefully.
I sent the request in, like, that we said to appoint him, and James Sims popped up, and then council showed up asking to be on the case, but he's not even on the MAC, he's not on the MAC list today.
I'm on the MAC list, but for a different court. But if you ask for it, I can be appointed.
How do you want to do it?
Sims, well, because I made the request straight away, and Sims pops up.
I mean, it's fine if he's on. I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, yeah, I guess we'll just leave it. And if you want, do you want to email Natalie to see if she can transfer it or however you want?
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
matter.
don't know who's working today.
I don't either. Okay, I guess we'll leave him on for now and then we'll, yeah.
That's fine. So I guess he has to still fill out that document. They're closed next door, by the way, so won't be able to go visit.
You want to go here?
No, I talked to him already, but I'm saying, James comes in, he's not gonna be able to go.
Oh, no, James is going to talk to him.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that James can talk to him.
Yeah, I
100%.
just want to let you know, because he won't be able to go and walk.
Got it. Stephen will take him.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Macero Bacenas. Te mandé con una aplicación. ¿Lo tienes?
No la pude llenar completa.
¿Por qué no?
Porque no, hay partes que no desconozco. Pues.
¿Cómo?
Hay partes que desconozco. Le iba a decir si me da un poquito más de tiempo para terminarla de llenar y poder ver.
Yo no te puedo dar un abogado hasta que tú llenes ese papel. Si quieres, te puedo mandar con otro, pero no te puedo dar abogado hasta que tú lo llenes.
Ok, yo lo entiendo.
¿Entiendes?
Sí.
Ok, te vamos a dar una semana más. You mind giving him an application? He didn't fill it, he didn't do it. I told him I can't appoint him a lawyer until he fills out the application. Or I guess whatever day he wants, you know? All right. All right, what's the word, Thunderbird? Anything else?
Page 36. THA failed to appear.
2501. All right. Other than that, we're done, right? Okay, guys.
I just texted courts about the close. I don't know.
What do you need?
Well, I don't know what he needs. That's the issue. It's the one rollover from Friday, Caceres, the one that you granted the extension on for the sexual assault. And so he wanted rolled over and we're confused as to why. Well, we're mixed.
You want to go talk to him and see?
That's part of it. I don't know if he's just going to talk to him, or if he's going to re-argue, or if he's trying to talk to family. I don't know. He didn't give a clear answer. So I just texted him again saying the court's closing down. I can try calling him since he didn't respond.
Did you say he's in court 8?
Well, that's what.
Because I'm gonna run over there real quick.
That's what he said. That is close.
We'll catch him.
In front of Judge Ramirez, and he had a defendant with him, so. He had a defendant with him in front of Judge Ramirez, so they're actually doing something. He said he'll come here next. That was the last thing. I believe you. I believe you. Ricardo, you're the best, man. Really. I didn't know we just didn't know what you guys. So
I'm answering it, the cell phone doesn't work in here, and I guess.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what you actually wanted. That's why I wasn't sure whether I should stay or not.
So, let's just look at the family here.
All right, can I bring them out?
Yeah, can we bring them out, please?
Please.
Judge, if I could just get a minute to get my document in order.
Okay.
Speak English, sir.
Yes, I will.
Morning, Mr. Caceres. Mr. Caceres, you are in front of us now because you have a fugitive case. You are wanted out of state of Connecticut for sexual assault. And he is already waived.
Yes, Judge.
And where are we at now?
So, Judge, this was originally set today, but on Friday, on a notification from the demanding jurisdiction, they requested an extension from today to the 3rd. They didn't receive notice, which I don't believe this was addressed on Friday, but they've since corrected the issue with the original fax number not reaching the detective's desk for extradition. And so they've now corrected it where this won't happen again.
So are you saying that Harris County did not fax Connecticut?
No, they did fax Connecticut, but the fax numbers that they sent it to is it has to go through, I can't remember if the name is inspector or adjuster, but there is a figurehead that has to flow through before it reaches the detective's desk, the actual extradition detective. And so on the 3rd attempt, when there was no response, is our sheriff's office reached out to their sheriff's office and finally got someone on the phone. When they were notified that same day, within, I would assume, a couple of hours, because it was still the morning, the detective immediately called Amy, who then notified me, and I talked to the detective within hours of being notified. And from then, they asked an extension to the 3rd to pick him up. For this offense, they have been investigating since 2021, and the warrant issued in 2022 is that they've been pursuing this defendant for quite a long time. And again, this was learned after our approach. I'm speaking with the detective, is that they weren't aware, they had a possible suspicion he might be in Texas, but they weren't even aware he was here. But due to the severity, the nature of the offense, where, to recap Friday, is that this was closer to a burglary of habitation, 1st degree, where sexual assault was committed after forcing himself into the home of someone that he knew. This was not from what they allege, it's not a dating relationship, but someone he's familiar with, is that because of the severity of the offense and the fact that the warrant is so old, is that the detectives believe they are not confident that he will self-surrender. And because they've already confirmed, and they sent another confirmation email this morning that they are able to secure and pick him up this Friday, is that we request no bond for this offense and the extension.
Judge, if I may, so whatever the charges might be, it could be murder. It can't be murder because you can't let him out on
Right.
bond. The point is, he's presumed innocent. So without anything else, he is innocent as he stands here. No evidence is being presented. So if we're talking about the severity of something, he is presumed innocent. He is innocent of that as of right now. Until he gets over there to that jurisdiction, can they find him guilty of that? So presuming he's innocent, talking about the severity of a charge doesn't really have an effect on this fugitive case, because there are two things that he's got in place, two things that he needs to make a decision on, whether to waive or whether to fight formally his extradition. The waiver says, what he agreed to says, they have 14 days. It is ordered for the sheriff to hold him for no more than 14 days of the date this was signed. This is the actual order signed by the court. This is what he agreed to. Signed by him, signed by you, the judge. And so this is the agreement. The fact that somebody didn't send a fax to the correct number, it doesn't say, but if we send the fax to the wrong number, you get to hold them for 3 extra days. This says 14 days. This is what he signed up for. This is what's ordered. This is what I say should stand, and this is what I say should allow him to get out today. If they didn't do their due diligence for this, it's not on my client. He signed up for this.
So let me explain to you how things work, Mr. Caceres, is that the 14 days is a courtesy. Statutorily, by statute, we can hold you for 30 days. Normally, and it has become custom that we do 14 days because of the overcrowding that we have in Harris County. We have so many people in custody, 8,000, 9,000, up to 10,000 people at any given time in and out of our jails. And because of that, as a courtesy, we do 14 days. Now, many times I grant extensions, I don't grant extensions. A lot of times there are several factors that is determinant of whether I grant an extension or not. One of the things are, has there ever been an extension before? Number two, the nature of the charge. Number three, have you ever had a fugitive case before? And so these are things that I look at as to whether to grant an extension or not.
Your Honor, may I please speak?
Well, I don't know. You may want to talk to your lawyer. The thing is this, look, I don't want you to talk about the original case, okay? Because the thing is that I live stream these proceedings, right? And so I don't want you to say something that you put your foot into your mouth, because here, the only thing that we're discussing is whether I should set a bond for you to get out, for you to go turn yourself in. That warrant, even if I let you out today, that warrant will eternally be there, and it'll always be out there until you go turn yourself in. The only thing we're discussing now is whether I should set a bond to let you go turn yourself in. And I don't know, because are you a flight risk? I don't know. The only thing I know is that you're charged with a very serious case. It's sexual assault. And so to me, the protection of my community is paramount, number one. Number two, the other question I have is, if we let you out, are you going to go turn yourself in? Everyone tells me that they're going to go do that.
My family sitting in court, and they are the one supporting me. And I know 100% they're going to support me to turn myself in. That's why they're still here, and I'm still the last one. And yes, I didn't know about the fugitive warrant that I had. And yes, I'm willing to turn myself in because I'm innocent.
You need to fight those charges regardless, because they're very serious charges. So Dave, what day did you say that they're going to come pick
It's Friday, and I forgot to include, I know typically the court permits over objection for the 3 days, but considering the New Year's Eve is holiday, that's how I also included the,
So are they gonna be here Thursday and we reset to
no,
Friday?
on Friday. And so that's why the discussion on last Friday was having it on the 6th, but if they're not here by Friday morning, is that you would potentially grant a bond.
So this is what we had planned to do, was I was gonna give them an extension until Friday morning, right? If they don't come by Friday in the morning, I'm giving you a PR bond.
I came to visit my family for the holidays. I wasn't able to enjoy that. I'm willing to turn myself in, but I would like to be with my family for the New Year's to start with a strong.
My concern is not, my concern,
And
my only concern is I want you to get back to Connecticut.
And I will, but I need my family. I need to today, as the paper says, I signed for 14 days. And I would like to have a time with my family to look for the bond, to look for them to go forward with turning myself into Connecticut, but not like waiting for Friday.
Let me make one thing clear to you. This isn't about giving you a PR bond. If I were to set you a bond now, it's going to be something substantial, meaning a high bond into the 5 digits to ensure that you go back to Connecticut. This isn't about giving you a PR bond. If they fail to get you by Friday, I'm going to give you a PR bond because they have fallen on their word twice, and I'm not going to do it. Now, if I were to set you a bond now, I mean, it's over 10,000, something like that, to that nature. And because it's a fugitive case, there's no 10%. You're probably going to have to pony up 90 to 100% of it because you are an inherent flight risk because it's a fugitive case. So there's none of this 10% where you pay $1,000 and you're going to get out. No. In these types of cases, when we have fugitive cases, I normally set bonds, 5,000, 10,000. I've set bonds at 50,000. I've set a bond at 100,000, depending on the nature, severity, how many criminal history. So this isn't about just letting you out now willy-nilly. No, I would set you a bond and it's going to be a substantial bond because I have to know if I'm going to let you out, there's got to be enough blood in there that you're going to actually go back and not just try to flake out. Because if you take off and you don't come back, all that money's gone. So.
Okay. But the 14 days were exactly what I signed for.
Remember, it is a courtesy. Statutorily, we can hold you here 30 days. Okay.
To address the legal part of it, if your client is stating that he is withdrawing the waiver after today, then at that point, if you're considering a refusal, then we'll start the governor's warrant process and we'll hold him to 90 days. So if that's what your client is requesting, just in terms of your argument, because you were stating 14 days, that's true. If you want to, at the end, then revoke it, then we'll request an extension to 90 days and get the governor's warrant. So.
Judge, my argument is what he signed, what the order states, and the documents filed in this case. This is what's filed in.
I get it. I understand that. But there's sometimes extenuating circumstances. Things happen.
Not faxing it to a certain person is not a good excuse, Judge. He's sitting there waiting 14 days just because somebody didn't do their job. That should not fall on him and cost him 5 extra days. That's 5 days this man is sitting in jail. 5 extra days just because somebody didn't send the fax to the correct person. This isn't the first time.
It's a courtesy.
I get it. Okay.
We can hold you 30 days. The 14 days, I don't have to give anyone 14 days. I can hold everyone 30 days if I wanted to. 14 is a courtesy. I've told you now that I'm going to give them until Friday. If they don't come here Friday morning, I'm letting you out. And now it's on them. And I don't care. I'm going to give you a free bond on Friday if they don't come pick you up. But if I'm going to set you a bond now, the first thing that's going to happen is you have to withdraw your waiver. All the 14 days that you've accrued so far goes out the window. You lose all the time that you've accrued. If you're unable to make the bond, you've lost all that time. Then they're going to get another, another couple weeks to come get you. So give it till Friday. If they're not here, then I'll give you a PR bond. If they come here by that time, then you get up and you go fight the charges in Connecticut. Now, when you get to Connecticut, you can also, ask for a bond there. They can set you a bond there. But, the money that you would spend here just to get out, it's probably, use that to hire yourself a great lawyer there. Because the thing is that here, it's just a little wait. That in Connecticut, that's what you really got to worry about. This is peanuts. You go there, lean on your family to get you the best lawyer you can get in Connecticut so you can fight that case. That's where the concern should lie.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Remember, when you get on that phone in the jail, every phone call is recorded. Be careful what you say. Be careful who you talk to. There's a lot of jailhouse lawyers over there. They're going to tell you this, they're going to tell you that. Listen to Ricardo. He's going to direct you the best. And then we'll reset this to Friday. If they don't come Friday, I'm giving them a PR bond, and I don't give them.
Right, I'm with you, but it was remember, because the holdover issue is that it has to be set.
We'll set it to Monday.
Right.
But
otherwise he's gonna be brought up in.
You'll be here Friday, right? Okay, we'll look in the system if they've come get you Friday morning. If not, if they haven't come get you, we got to set a time. What time?
Actually, they emailed confirming. Let me see if I can get a time, because they have to send it to Central Records for the pickup. So I'll see if they're able to
We
get.
brought you here today so that you could hear what's going on, because we wanted to keep you in the loop so you know what's going on.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, that's why we brought you here today, so you can hear, so you know you're in the know, because this is your case. You need to know what's happening.
Hopefully they'll respond soon. I just emailed the inspector over there. So it is inspector. And so hopefully he'll get back to me soon. And then
We can roll it to tomorrow. That way it gives you a little bit more time to get a concrete and firm time.
I have the date, right? If it's just the time, I mean, I have no issue with rolling it just to check the time, but every day that rolls over, he has to get brought up in the morning really early. So
what I want to do is I want to be able to commit them to a specific time on Friday. So I know I can start working on a PR bond, because I'm not giving them until 5 p.m. Friday. It's got to be in the morning, and they got to come get you. And if they don't by 10:30, then at that point I start working the PR bond for you.
Why don't we just set it for 10:30?
I mean, if I get a different time, then obviously I'll email you and I'll email the court. And so
It's got to be something reasonable, morning-ish.
I think they indicated morning, but obviously until they confirm with our Central Records.
I want to know from them specifically so that they can say, "Oh man, you didn't tell us that time." And no.
I think I only had one first specific request for an
I
afternoon.
want them to commit so that they know if they're not here by that time, he's going bye-bye.
The only concern would be is if we don't do it by the time court is done with.
That's why I'm trying to commit them to a time before court is done, so that they can't.
Perfect.
It's on them. There's no one else that they can blame.
Okay.
We can bring them back tomorrow if you want to do maybe. We're off Wednesday, right?
Yes, Judge.
Thursday, whatever you want, or we can email and then you can.
We could email and just, unless they wants to.
Well, I'm emailing the detective now because I emailed the inspector originally. I probably
They may not respond within,
Well, we could approach on it tomorrow.
Yeah,
off
of course.
docket. We don't need to bring Mr.
That's what I mean is.
Done.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We're gonna pick a time Friday for them to come pick you up so that they are in agreement with. So if they don't come here by that time, you're giving a PR bond.
Thank you so much.
Okay? Okay, man.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
All right.
So.
And Ricardo, I guess you'll explain.
Yeah, I'll talk to the family. I'll let them know what's going on.
So I'll be here tomorrow and I'll be here, but I'm out Friday though. So obviously I'm gonna leave it to Amy. Stan is covering for me Friday and Katie's covering for me Monday and Tuesday. But obviously all these will be in the notes and then any emails.
You out until when?
I'm out, I'll be back next Wednesday. So, but it'll have it all in the notes for.
You gonna be in the same division?
Oh, yes, yeah, no, sorry, anniversary trip.
No, but I mean, with the new administration that comes in, will you be staying?
Somebody hasn't told me something. The expectation is I'm remaining where I'm supposed to be, so.
Okay, great.
Knock on wood, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. But yes, nothing should change. So, yeah, the notes will all be in there for our approach and for the discussion, and I emailed both the
Sonia.
inspector and the detective, so.
Okay,
yeah.
sounds good. Cool, man, we'll follow up tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Were you with us
Hey,
today?
Sorry about the wait, man, I was held up.
I went over there and she was like, the court's closed, like,
Yeah.
wait, how long? They closed it after.
All right, we're done.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Judge. Bye.
It's not.
Hooray.
Okay. Bye, guys. Thanks for staying.
Happy belated.
Thanks.
All right, man.
Mr. Sims?
Good morning, Judge. I got appointed to a Tristan Foster.
Yes. Mr. Foster's in back. I'm gonna see about, have you spoken to him yet or no?
Judge, I haven't spoken to him. I just got appointed.
Okay. Can I,
Right now, he's in the court 8 side.
can you call him?
Okay.
And you can call the holdover over there. I
Is it-
think that's 99.
Someone
Okay.
took my cheat sheet. Give me a second. I'm gonna chat you the phone number so that you can call him.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
3198.
Hold on. Let me chat it to you now.
Okay.
So what happened? Mr. Foster is on bond for a case with us, and he picked up a new felony case, and I ended up revoking the bond. I set it at 5,002. So we have him back there now. If you want to go ahead, talk to him. I have a feeling that he'll probably be out, tomorrow. But
Okay.
he's got to come back to court for new bond conditions when he comes out.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I
Okay.
can give him a call, Judge. Do you want to roll him to, do we need to roll him to tomorrow because his bond's being revoked?
Yeah, He'll auto-populate on for tomorrow unless he
Okay.
bonds out between now and then. And then,
Okay.
so yeah, we'll put him on for tomorrow. If he bonds out between now and then, he'll be given a new date.
Okay, well then, do you need me to zoom back in after I talk to him?
No, we're good. All
Okay, I'm gonna give that number a call right now.
right, thanks, bud.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Take care. Thanks for coming back.
Bye. No problem, Judge. Bye.
Judge for Hunter, he's taking his test right now.
Okay. All right, I guess just, we'll see what the results are in a bit, but we're done.